As you know, in the previous video we discussed about the structure of alimentary canal and the digestive glands. Now we were going to discuss about the next topic of our chapter, that is digestion of food. So let's try to understand the complete process of the digestion of food. So कैसे ये हो रहा है digestion, इसे अब हम बात कर रहे हैं इसके बारे में. We will discuss about the complete physiology of the digestion of food here. So our topic is digestion of food. The food which is digested inside the human body, it's done with the two methods. Digestion of food is done with the help of two methods. The first process of digestion is known as mechanical digestion. The first one is mechanical digestion and the another one is chemical digestion. So जो digestion हो रहा है body के अंदर वो दो method से हो रहा है, mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. First, let's discuss about this mechanical digestion. पहले हम बात करते हैं mechanical digestion की. Mechanical digestion is done, or we can say it begins in oral cavity. It begins in oral cavity or buccal cavity. Oral cavity या फिर buccal cavity जो हमारी body का part है, वहाँ से ही शुरू हो जाता है mechanical digestion. During this process, when we intake the food, we do the ingestion of the food, then food goes into our mouth in our oral cavity. In oral cavity, with the help of tongue and teeth, the food is converted into the smaller particles. यहाँ पे food को grind किया जाता है. Teeth help in grinding the food or in chewing the food. So we can say that chewing, or technically we can call it the mastication. Mastication is done with the help of teeth. So teeth जो है वो chewing या mastication में help करते हैं. teeth की help से हमारा food के ऊपर chewing process किया जा रहा है, and with this chewed food the saliva get mixed up. इस chew food के साथ saliva का mixing किया जाता है. The chew food and the saliva, when they mix together, it will convert into the next part, that next type of structure, that is known as bolus. तो ये convert हो जाता है bolus के अंदर. Chewed food जो कि teeth ने किया है, mastication किया है, and then the saliva which is secreted by the salivary glands. We already discussed about the three types of salivary gland. If you haven't no idea about these salivary gland, just go and watch that video first. Salivary gland, they secrete the saliva. Saliva get mixed with the chewed food and it converted into the bolus. ये bolus में convert हो जाएगा. This is about the mechanical digestion. ये हमारी body में oral cavity में होने वाला mechanical digestion है. Then this food is conveyed through the pharynx to the esophagus, and this process is known as swallowing. Swallowing of food, and it is also known as deglutition, is done with the help of the pharynx. Earlier in the upper is when the food goes into the pharynx, then this process is the voluntary inaction. We can control this swallowing process, but in the later part of the pharynx it will become involuntary inaction, and finally the food goes into the esophagus or the food pipe, which is our next part of alimentary canal. Through food pipe, it's this food by the rhythmic contraction movement of the wall of the food pipe that called as peristalsis. The food is transported to the stomach. तो ये बात हुई हमारे mechanical digestion की, जो कि oral cavity में begin हो रहा है. Teeth, tongue, saliva, they all helps in doing the mechanical digestion. Now come on to the chemical digestion. Chemical digestion will also begins into the oral cavity. It also begins in the oral cavity. ये भी oral cavity में begin हो जाता है, and for the conversion of chemical digestion many enzymes are secreted. Here also in the oral cavity, for the chemical digestion the saliva gets secreted, and saliva contain an enzyme which is known as salivary amylase enzyme or the ptyalin enzyme, which help in the chemical digestion of the food in the oral cavity. So this is about the chemical digestion. For the chemical digestion, enzymes are required. Enzymes are required for the chemical digestion, and many kind of enzymes are there which help in the chemical digestion. So enzymes की भी different categories होती हैं. Start हो रहा है oral cavity के अंदर, and it will remain continue at the another part of alimentary canal also, like stomach, small intestine, and different parts of small intestine. They're like duodenum, jejunum, सभी parts के अंदर chemical digestion continue रहेगा with the help of enzymes. So let's see what are the enzymes which helps in the chemical digestion of food. Types of enzymes which help in the chemical digestion. तो chemical digestion में जो help करने वाले enzymes हैं, हम इनके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. Here the names of these enzymes are written. The different categories of enzymes are carbohydrases, second is proteases, third one lipases, and then nucleases. These are the different kinds of enzymes on work on different substrate. Let's see what are these. Carbohydrates जैसे कि नाम से पता चल रहा है, these are the enzymes which work onto the carbohydrate. They will convert the complex carbohydrate into the simpler form. That's why they are known as carbohydrates. In actual, what we see that in the digestion is the process of conversion complex food molecules into the simpler form so that they can be absorbed. Earlier in the complex form they are non-absorbable for the body, but as they convert into the simpler form, जैसे वो simpler form में convert होते हैं digestion के through, they can be get absorbed by the body easily. So these are the different enzymes which work on the different substrates so that they can be converted into the simpler form and then they can be absorbed by the body. So carbohydrates are the enzyme which work onto the carbohydrate. ये carbohydrate पे काम करते हैं and they can be work onto the polysaccharide. पॉलीसेकेराइड हो सकते हैं जिन्हें पॉलीसेकेराइडेजेस बोलेंगे. पॉलीसेकेराइड हो सकते हैं, they work on the polysaccharide and then they can be the disaccharide. Disaccharides भी हो सकते हैं. So different kinds of enzymes are there on which they are working. On the basis we divide them into two categories. Polysaccharides या polysaccharidases are the enzymes which work on the polysaccharides carbohydrate, complex carbohydrate like starch, cellulose and glucose etc. Whereas the disaccharadases are the enzymes which work onto the disaccharide like maltose, lactose, sucrose etc. or isomaltose. So these are the disaccharides. So disaccharidases, आप disaccharidases भी लिख सकते हैं, means जिससे कि पता चल जाए कि they are working on to the disaccharide. Otherwise just they are divided on the basis how they are working. Dases. Okay, so we can write it this also. Now come on to the next type of enzyme, that is the proteases. Proteases are the enzyme which convert the protein into the simpler form. They convert the protein into simpler form. Here also different kinds of proteases enzymes are available, like we know that pepsin, and then we can discuss about the pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidase. That all are the enzymes which work on, or aminopeptidase, dipeptidase. These are the enzymes which work onto the protein. So enzymes which work on the protein, they are known as proteases. Third, lipases. These are the enzymes which work onto the fat. They are the fat digesting enzyme. जो फैट का डाइजेशन करेंगे उन्हें फैट डाइजेस्टिंग एंजाइम कहा जाएगा. So fat digesting enzymes में we can include the lingual lipase जो कि हमारे oral cavity में secrete होने वाला lipase है. Then we can add the gastric lipase, pancreatic lipase, intestinal lipase. So these are the different kinds of the lipase enzymes which work onto the fat. Last one is nucleases. Nucleases are the enzymes which work onto the nucleic acid. Nucleic acid कौन होते हैं? Nucleic acid are the DNA and RNA. DNA and RNA are the different categories of the nucleic acid. So the enzyme which working on the DNA, they are known as DNases. DNases, and the enzyme which are working on to the RNA are known as RNases. So डिपेंड करता है कि किस तरीके के सब्जेक्ट पे काम कर रहा है, उनके बेसिस पे हम डिफरेंट टाइप के एंजाइम के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. वैसे यहाँ पे बात आपको समझने जरूरी है, दैट इज कि डीएनए और आरएनए कहाँ से आ गया हमारे फूड के अंदर. डीएनए और आरएनए, दीज आर द पार्ट ऑफ एवरी लिविंग सेल. As we are taking the plants as a food material, the plant cells also contain the DNA and RNA, and as well as in the non-vegetarian diet where the non-vegetarian thing is taking inside. So these cells, all cells contain the DNA and RNA. So these are also component of our food and it should be digested. ये भी digest करना पड़ता है, इसलिए जो enzymes यहाँ पे helpful है, they are nucleases. So here we discussed about the different kinds of the enzymes and how they help in the digestion. Now we will discuss about the process of digestion now. If we talk about our food material, that daily food material that we take, it contains different kinds of nutrients like carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, references, water, etc. Out of these, the vitamins, minerals and water, they do not require any digestion process. हमारे फूड में जितने न्यूट्रिएंट्स प्रेजेंट है उनमें से विटामिन्स, मिनरल्स और वाटर को किसी भी तरीके की डाइजेशन की कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. दे कैन बी इजीली अब्सॉर्ब बाय द बॉडी. whereas roughages, they do not be required to the digest, and they do not be not directly absorbed. The roughages just help to increase the bulk of our food. They help in the digestion of food material. So what's left? बच गया, बच गए हमारे पास कार्बोहाइड्रेट. Carbohydrates are there, then proteins are there, and the last one is the fat. These are the three important nutrients which are present in our food, and they need to be digested before they can be absorbed by the body. These three nutrients, they are present in the complex form, whether it is present in the form of polysaccharide or in the form of disaccharide, like starch, cellulose जो हम ले रहे हैं, या फिर lactose, sucrose, that is disaccharide form. So they can be present in the polysaccharide as well as in disaccharide form. So before the body absorb it, it should be digested. Similarly, the protein and fat also require the process of digestion, and it done with the help of enzymes. Now we will discuss about the digestion of all these three nutrients one by one in the different parts of oral cavity, and we are starting with the first nutrient, that is carbohydrate. The discussion on the digestion of carbohydrate. We will discuss the carbohydrate digestion in different parts one by one. First, we need to understand the diet which we are taking. It's contain the carbohydrate in different form. Carbohydrate can be present in the form of polysaccharide. It can be present in the form of disaccharide or monosaccharides. So depends on which kind of saccharides are there, digestion process can be vary there. So let's start the process of digestion in different parts, and we starting with the first part, that is oral cavity. So digestion of carbohydrate in the oral cavity. The carbohydrate digestion starts in the oral cavity. Here digestion जो है carbohydrate का वो oral cavity में ही start हो जाता है. As we take the food in our oral cavity or buccal cavity, saliva is secreted, and the saliva contains salivary amylase enzyme. So here the enzyme which is present for the carbohydrate digestion is salivary amylase enzyme. The enzyme name is salivary amylase enzyme. Another name is ptyalin also. You can use this name also. Salivary amylase work onto the starch. It do the digestion of the starch. So the starch which is present in our food, starch क्या है? What we are eating, like wheat, यानी कि roti, rice, chapati, whatever we are, potato, etc. They all contain the starch. The presence of starch can be confirmed with the help of iodine test, where iodine show the blue-black color. So starch which is present in our food, it gets digested with the help of salivary amylase. Salivary amylase यहाँ पे help कर रहा है इस digestion में, and is working on a particular pH. एक pH होती है particular जिसपे salivary amylase अपनी maximum activity show करता है, and the pH is 6.8. At this pH, salivary amylase convert the starch into the maltose and isomaltose, isomaltose and limit dextrins. Limit dextrins, they are also disaccharide. So maltose, isomaltose and limit dextrins are formed here when the salivary amylase work onto the starch. So this is the digestion of carbohydrate which happens in the oral cavity. With the help of this digestion, now this food that is in the form of bolus पे ये सब काम हो गया है, saliva mix हो चुका है, pH 6.8 यहाँ पे maintain है. At this condition, this bolus in which the maltose, isomaltose, limit dextrins, these disaccharides are formed. Now this food is transported to the next part of the alimentary canal, that is stomach. So second we will write the stomach. After oral cavity, next part is the stomach. In the stomach, what happens in the digestion of carbohydrate? Let's see. As you know, stomachs have this gastric glands and it secrete gastric juice. These gastric glands, they secrete the pepsin enzyme, which is a protein digesting enzyme. Besides these, they also secrete some amount of gastric amylase. It's also secrete gastric amylase. यहाँ पे gastric amylase का भी कुछ secretion होता है, but this gastric amylase do not work on to this acidic pH. Because due to the effect of the HCl का भी secretion होगा. Due to the HCl secretion, the pH goes very low at 1.8. We can say 1.8, 1.5 to 1.8 pH. इतनी low pH यहाँ पे हो जाती है. At this low pH, this gastric amylase is not able to do the carbohydrate digestion. So carbohydrate digestion stomach में नहीं हो रहा because at low pH gastric amylase can't digest the starch. But let's think one more thing कि when the food is coming from the food pipe and it's coming in the form of bolus, is coming into the stomach. स्टमक में आने के बाद जब तक HCl का सिक्रेशन नहीं होता, at that time the food cannot be mixed with the HCl. It will not convert into the chyme. At that time, the salivary amylase, that enzyme, is keep working onto the food. Salivary amylase की working food के ऊपर start रहती है. So food digestion, the working of the salivary amylase is continue in the stomach till the food do not become the acidic. As the HCl secretes, food become acidic, the working of salivary amylase stops and no further digestion of carbohydrates happens in the stomach. So as we can say that this is the process of the carbohydrate digestion, and almost salivary amylase done to the 30% digestion of carbohydrate. So 30% तक का digestion जो है carbohydrate का वो salivary amylase की help से हो जाता है. Now stomach में हमने देखा कोई digestion नहीं हो रहा, food will come into the small intestine. Next part is small intestine. In the small intestine, when food comes into the duodenum region or the small intestine, here the three important things will get mixed, or in the duodenum region we can say that the bile juice and the pancreatic juice get mixed with the food. Later on the intestinal juice will also come and mix with the food. In the earlier stage the bile juice and pancreatic juice, it get mixed with the food. तो दोनों चीजें यहाँ पे फूड के साथ मिक्स हो गई है ड्यूडेनम के अंदर. Bile juice do not contain any enzyme, they do not take part into the digestion process directly, but they help in the digestion. They make the food alkaline. तो यहाँ पे alkaline medium बढ़ जाएगा. जो pH HCl की वजह से acidic हुई थी, पहले इस pH को neutralize किया जाता है, then food को alkaline बनाया जाता है. After that, the pancreatic juice, it will contain many enzymes. It will contain enzymes for the carbohydrate, protein and fat digestion. सब तरीके के enzymes यहाँ पे present है जो कि nutrients के digestion में help करते हैं. So in the pancreatic juice, the enzyme that is pancreatic amylase is present. It also work onto the starch. Now pancreatic amylase will work onto the starch, and again it will convert into the starch in maltose, isomaltose and the dextrine, the limit dextrine और alpha dextrine, आपको दोनों नेम मिल सकते हैं, dextrine में convert करने का काम करता है. So this is the digestion which is happening here in the small intestine with the help of pancreatic juice. As the food moves to the next part, that is the jejunum part, this happen in the duodenum, then jejunum part. Here intestinal juice also get mixed with the food. यहाँ पे intestinal juice mix हो जाएगा, and when the intestinal juice will mix, the intestinal juice will contain all the carbohydrate digesting enzyme which can convert the carbohydrate into the simpler form. तो अभी हम intestinal juice का देखते हैं, but till then let's take a revision. What happening? Oral cavity is the site where carbohydrate digestion begins, and here salivary amylase convert the starch into the maltose, isomaltose and alpha dextrine. 30% digestion is done with the help of salivary amylase. Stomach, no digestion take place. Food reaches into the small intestine where pancreatic juice get mixed with the food. It contains pancreatic amylase, which is in fact carbohydrate digesting enzyme. This carbohydrate digesting enzyme again convert the starch into the maltose, isomaltose and limit dextrine. जो starch वहाँ पे पहले convert नहीं हुआ था, वो अब फिर convert हो जाएगा maltose, isomaltose and limit dextrine के अंदर. After that, intestinal enzymes will mix here. See the action of intestinal juice on the carbohydrate. As the food passes to the next part of the small intestine, the intestinal juice gets mixed, and this intestinal juice contains all the enzyme which can convert the polysaccharide as well as the disaccharide into the monosaccharides. Monosaccharides is the form where it can be easily absorbed. So these enzymes are maltase, isomaltase, sucrase, lactase and limit dextrinase. So these all are the enzymes which can convert the disaccharides into the monosaccharide form. Like let's see, the maltose. Maltose is a sugar which is present into the germinated seeds, the sprouts etc. which we eat. It's contain the malt sugar or maltose. तो उसमें maltose होता है, इस maltose को digest करके convert करने का काम करेगा maltase enzyme. So maltase is the enzyme which work onto the maltose and convert into the glucose. So glucose is formed, which is the simplest form of the carbohydrate, is a monosaccharide. Isomaltase is similar enzyme is working. Here is the isomaltase. It's also convert the isomaltose into the glucose. Third one is sucrose. Sucrose is the sugar which generally we take, that table sugar which we take is the sucrose. So sucrose is the enzyme which is working on the sucrose is the sucrase enzyme. So sucrase enzyme will convert the sucrose into glucose and fructose. Similarly, the lactose is the sugar which present in the milk and it's converted into the glucose plus galactose. Glucose and galactose may convert होती है with the enzyme that is lactase enzyme. Similarly, the alpha-dextrinase enzyme will work on it and convert it into the glucose. So as you can see, these are the simplest form of the carbohydrate. So what are the simplest form? Simplest form क्या है carbohydrate की? That is glucose, galactose, and the third one is fructose. Glucose, galactose, and fructose. These are the simplest form of the carbohydrate. In this form, they can be easily absorbed by the intestine, and the intestinal structure that absorb the food is the villi. So villi can absorb the simplest form of carbohydrate, and finally they will use up for producing energy in our body. So this is the complete digestion of the food of carbohydrate digestion in our different parts of alimentary canal. We discussed about the oral cavity, then stomach, then small intestine. In the small intestine, the action of pancreatic juice which contain pancreatic amylase is also do the carbohydrate digestion. And the pancreatic amylase is the enzyme which can work onto the cooked as well as uncooked starch also. But after that, intestinal juice contain many carbohydrate digesting enzymes which can convert the carbohydrate in monosaccharides, or we can say that carbohydrate digestions or all kind of digestion completes with the help of intestinal juice. So यहाँ पे complete digestion हो गया. Here one thing which we need to understand is lactose intolerance. Here we have studied about the lactose sugar which is present in the milk. This lactose sugar is digested with the help of lactase enzyme. But sometimes in some people the lactase enzyme is not secreted properly. So the lactose is not converted into the glucose and galactose. Or we can say that lactose is not digested in the body. So this kind of person, if they are taking the lactose, if they are taking the milk or milk products, this lactose is remain undigested and it goes into the large intestine where it can be utilized by this lactose sugar is utilized by the microorganisms which are growing there, and at that time that lactose get be fermented. यहाँ पे fermentation होगा जिसकी वजह से उन्हें problem आती है. This condition is known as lactose intolerant. So these type of people are advised to don't take the milk products. They can take the curd etc. where the lactose is converted into the lactic acid. So this is about lactose intolerance. Now cellulose की अगर हम बात करें, cellulose is again a complex carbohydrate which cannot be digested by the human being because they do not contain any cellulose digesting enzyme. Cellulose digesting enzyme हमारी body में नहीं होता. Only the animals which are having any symbiotic organisms like protozoa or bacteria, only they can digest the cellulose. So that's all about the carbohydrate digestion. Now we'll discuss about the digestion of protein.